Very good evening, I'm Aditi Lama and this is the Thursday night edition of South Asian News on Vision of Asia. While the week is wrapping up, much continues to take place in the community with many events of national presence and honor, while dance showcases and festivals are also commencing, bringing in much of the spirit of our culture. Also today, the entire country is commemorating Valentine's Day with their loved ones. A very happy Valentine's Day to all our viewers. On the occasion, we have an exclusive report coming in from Empire State on Valentine's Day and much more. Tonight's episode, taking a look at the headlines. Exclusive 25th Annual Valentine's Day wedding features Indian couple at the Empire State Building in New York City. Madame Tussauds unveils first ever Priyanka Chopra Jonas wax figure in New York. Upcoming ITV Gold presents Josh-E-Naach 2019, February 16 to be held at the BMCC Tribeca Performing Arts Center. A lot more on South Asians and their expressions right after a short break. Stay with us in Vision of Asia, Voice of the Community. We'll be right back. Welcome again, I'm Aditi Lama and you are watching Vision of Asia, South Asian News segment. Beginning the show tonight on the popular occasion of Valentine's Day, we have exclusive highlights coming in from the 25th Annual Valentine's Day wedding at the very popular Empire State Building in New York, which featured an Indian couple, Chitra Pathak and Nachiket Patel. The Federation of Associations of Tri-State brought together the community supporting the Indian couple who got married this morning in New York. The couple won a great contest to be selected for the 25th Annual Valentine's Day wedding and were announced earlier this month. Along with them was another couple who also took their vows today on the world-famous 86th floor observatory with its 360-degree views of the New York City and beyond. A great day which truly celebrated love and its essence. Let's take a look at the headlines.
I'm so super excited about this Valentine wedding day, and Nachiket Patel is my friend and I'm really proud of him, and I'm really grateful that Empire State Building gave us the chance to have a wedding over here.
Today, we welcome Nachiket Patel and Chitra Pathak to the world's most famous romantic building to join you in marriage and confirm your eternal love for one another. Nachiket and Chitra have known each other for over a decade, maintained a 2-year-long distance relationship, and recently migrated to the United States, starting a brand new life together in the city that never sleeps. In 2017, when Chitra first arrived in New York, Nachiket made sure to take her to a nearby rooftop bar to take in the view of the most famous Empire State Building. For the two of them, the Empire State Building stands out as a symbol of strength and love for one another. Nachiket and Chitra, from where you stand, you can see the hustle and bustle of New York. In marriage, the little things are the big things. It is never being too old to hold hands, to accept and love each other's words, to remember to say, I love you, at least once a day. May your life together blossom, remain peaceful and your hearts faithful. May your lips stay sweet and your love flourish. May you go on living happily in one another's arms. May this be a moment you will remember and cherish forever. As a symbol of your love and to reaffirm this union, you will not exchange your rings. Please have the rings ready. Chitra, I give you Nachiket this ring.
I give you Nachiket this ring.
As a symbol of my eternal love.
As a symbol of my eternal love.
With this ring I do wed. Please exchange the rings. By the powers vested in me by the state of New York, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may now kiss your bride. Congratulations.
Thank you.
like he was going to give me a surprise for it. And then I got a call from Empire State and I was like, oh my god, what is this?
So they blew it for you.
Yeah.
And where's it where you going?
We are not decided
Yeah.
yet, but maybe Europe. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I want to thank Empire State and Glenfield Bridal and of course Turkish Airline for doing everything, and I'll thank all of them to make it possible in like no time. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Madame Tussauds Museum unveiled its first ever Priyanka Chopra Jonas wax figure this week. Truly a global superstar, the collaboration will see the actress and the humanitarian immortalized across 4 continents, with figures also launching in London, Sydney and Asia in 2019. A star of over 50 films whose acting prowess has taken Hollywood by storm, Priyanka Chopra is a passionate advocate for women's issues and equality, and also a UNICEF Goodwill Ambassador. For the wax statue, Priyanka Chopra worked closely with Madame Tussauds artists, including a private session inside her New York City apartment, choosing to recreate her 2016 Emmy Awards look with a stunning custom red by Jason Wu. Let's take a look at our report.
So it's a beautiful February morning and I walked into Madame Tussauds to meet me. And there she is. When Madame Tussauds first came to me to say that they wanted to do 4 statues, they said that it was highly, highly requested by the fans. And that just made me feel so loved and happy, and I wanted to thank all of you for insisting that my statues all over, for insisting that my figure is all over the world, and it is. So I'm really happy to meet her. I love life, I love being happy, and I try and find joy in everything, and I feel like this figurine really embodies that, and I'm very excited for you guys to come and see her, me, her? Yeah, whatever. Come and see us in Madame Tussauds, New York. I was really surprised. I mean, apparently 18 people worked on this figure, and I just want to say thank you to all of them. That it's been 6 months, and I think it looks, I mean, she's a spitting image of me. I think my eyebrows are just perfect. I love the tone, the skin tone. I was a little nervous about that as well. I was like, I don't know what that'll end up looking like, but it's perfect.
Even to your birthmark, was it that you mentioned?
No, I have this scar on my hand, which also they've replicated, and my rings, of course. And it's great. I'm really happy. It's made my day. It was just such an amazing honor to be a part of so many incredible people who have been a part of this legacy, and then to have 4 of mine around the world. I was like, yes.
Mama,
I mean, I hope when they come and see it, they're like, oh my God, it looks exactly like her, because I think so. And I hope they take back my spirit, because I feel like this figurine definitely captures my spirit. I have a lot of fun with life. I love life, and I think I see that with her smile. So I hope that's what people take back with them. So there's going to be one in New York, then there'll be one in London, then there'll be one in Australia, Sydney, and then the one in Asia travels between Singapore, Bangkok, and a few other places as of now. It was my first major carpet in the US, and because I was coming off of the show, like, people were really excited. I was really excited. I was there. So it was just like, it's almost like the universe sort of collided to make it a perfect evening. And it was just so much fun, and I was having fun on the carpet. I was twirling my dress. And I just thought that for New York, it would be appropriate to capture that moment. Like, opportunity is not just going to come and knock on your door and be like, hey, would you get me? You have to work hard at everything, and I really feel like there's no replacement to that. There's no replacement to hard work. There's no replacement to perseverance, to, you know, being relentless with what your ambitions are. Just find your inner ambition, whatever that might be, whoever you want to be, and like, be fierce enough to hold a bull by its horns and just go after it. Don't wait for someone to make your destiny for you. I was raised in a family which was all about service and giving back. Both my parents were in the military. Even my extended family, most people are like doctors, but just generally by nature, my family is very about giving back. So it wasn't something we did, it was just a way of life. No matter how badly off you are, there's always someone who's worse off than you.
Favorite museum?
The Natural History Museum.
Favorite area for dining?
I would say Tribeca.
Best Indian cuisine?
I love this place called Tamarind, but I haven't been to an Indian restaurant in... Babuji's great in New York for a very long time.
Okay. Favorite spot amongst nature?
In New York City?
Yes.
Central Park? Where else do you find nature in New York?
Ultimate selfie spot in New York City?
My living room, because I'm on the 64th floor and you see all of New York City. It's the best selfies, and the light's great.
Favorite season in New York?
I'm always conflicted about this one, because the winter's too cold for me. The summer, I feel like I like to get to a beach, so I'm never in New York. But I love fall in New York. I feel like when, I bring out my fall clothes and boots and the weather's just crispy and perfect. I love fall in New York. It's romantic.
Very. Yeah. Favorite movie filmed in New York?
Favorite movie? Oh my gosh, so many. Isn't it romantic, for one? Hi everyone, I'm Priyanka Chopra Jonas, and you can come and meet me and my figure at Madame Tussauds, New York.
Time for another show break. Stay with us on Vision of Asia, Voice of the Community. We'll be right back. Welcome again. You are watching Vision of Asia, bringing you prime South Asian highlights from all across. Concluding the show tonight, we have an exclusive segment featuring key associated members from upcoming dance competition. ITV Gold presents Josh-E-Naach 2019. To be held this weekend on Saturday, February the 16th at the popular BMCC Tribeca Performing Arts Center. Josh-E-Naach is a Northeast National Intercollegiate Dance Competition featuring some of the best college South Asian dance teams in the categories of Ras and Fusion. With an aim to mobilize more in the performance arts through colleges across the nation, the competition this year brings together 16 teams from all over to bring forth a dynamic dance showcase to New York City. A true effort in imbibing more on cultural heritage amongst young South Asian and enhance the reach of dance. Let's take a look at what the key members of Josh-E-Naach 2019 had to tell in our studio. So Josh-E-Naach, it's its second year, as I've been told. You founded this, Kushal. So starting off this interview, you and a few others decided to, create this competition that brings together teams from all over.
Yeah.
In different categories, and you founded it last year. So give me an insight into, what sort of created a need for that, and, how was the experience last year and how has it been this year?
Well, one of the biggest things was actually that there used to be a competition in this area.
Right.
And it's not around anymore. And that personally was one of my favorite competitions, and a lot of our friends who helped out, and we started this competition. So we decided that we wanted to bring something back here, and we didn't want it to be only Indian fusion dance, which is why we added the Ras aspect. Last year was a great success. It was a lot better than we actually expected to be, and we're expecting big things for this year as well.
And just, opening it up to you, Divya and Kushal as well, talk to me about this, evolving dance space. We're talking about dance teams here, dance schools, but you guys are, particularly focusing on the collegiate dance space. Talk to me about, how has that evolved over the years, and what have you seen so far when you are talking about Josh-E-Naach?
Yeah, so I think a collegiate team, or I'm actually from Dubai, so when I first moved here, the dance team was like my way to stay connected to Bollywood and kind of have the Asian feel. And I think since I've graduated, since the last 4 or 5 years, I've seen so many more colleges now have their own teams as well, which is people connecting with their culture and South Asians, not even just South Asians. Now there's so many other cultures involved with the dance circuit, and really it's just a place for people to come share a passion for dance. And the Indian style specifically, I see so many multicultural Bhangra teams, even Ras teams for that matter. So I think dance has been kind of the glue for a lot of different individuals in college in America.
So just kicking off of that for this year, we're looking at about 16 teams. Give me a little breakdown into, where are these teams coming from and exactly what is happening in each category.
So we have teams coming from all over the country, some locally in the tri-state area, New Jersey, New York, Philadelphia. We also have teams coming from Maryland and Virginia, and even as far as Arizona. Last year, we even had teams from Michigan and California come out. So it's really coast to coast.
In New York especially, we have so many professional dancers, and I think there's a lot that the city can offer, especially collegiate dancers who have bigger ambitions or aspirations. And I think Josh-E-Naach just finds itself in the niche market there, where we have professional judges from who are professional dancers in the tri-state area, but also have been on collegiate teams before. And yeah, I mean the fact that we are able to bring so many different schools out, which is just so great, because now I have friends from California or Arizona where I wouldn't have competed with them. And I think that's what the circuit meant to me as well, was just bridging gaps between schools from different states.
That's true. And also for this year, one of the categories, which is RAS, is actually a bid competition for a national RAS championship. So this happens annually. So I would love for you to talk to our viewers a little bit about what is that championship about, and that part of the competition I'm assuming a lot of the contestants are extremely excited about, right?
Yes, definitely. So what ROS All-Stars is that it's a national bid competition where the best teams from around the country get accepted into that competition, and then they compete to see who gets crowned the best ROS team in the country. So the way it works out is that they give bids to each competition.
Right.
So the first place winner from Josh-E-Naach in the ROS competition category will go on to ROS All-Stars and compete for the top spot.
So you have 8 in each category, and one of the categories is going directly into a national championship. So how have these teams reacted so far, and what do you both have to say about the caliber of the dance that's coming in for this year?
I mean, so just speaking of last year, we had some great teams that came in last year, and it's so good to see some teams that never applied to us last year now also be interested. And there's a lot of RAS competitions that have in the state area, but we're excited to have these teams, and we've been talking to them. The liaisons have been liaising with all their teams, obviously, and they're also very excited to come in and bring the RAS to the Big Apple.
So, sort of talk to me about the back-end work that goes into producing a competition like this, be it getting the venues selected. I was just told prior to this interview, you guys are not associated with a university, so everything is being done on ground one. So I would love for you to discuss, something with our viewers about the back-end work into from your all team members in creating this competition.
Well, a lot of it's a lot of planning, right?
Right.
All of the stuff that people won't actually see the actual weekend of. And the thing is that we're coordinating with teams that are coming in from so far away. So we have to work with them on getting them from the airport, telling them where they need to go, what time they need to be, and stuff. We had to raise, we had some really fantastic sponsors this year, and they've helped us a lot in being able to make this event successful and actually move forward. So I think stuff like that is really what pushed this to happen.
And talk to us a little bit about your sponsors this year. You have some big names attached. We're also very excited to, showcase the entire competition on ITV Gold. Everyone stay connected with us, guys from the competition. But talk to us more about the other associated partners.
Yeah, so this year we have, Patel Brothers and Bali X sponsored us, and we're so grateful that they're able to help us and further our mission, because Josh-E-Naach doesn't have we're not doing this for profit. It's mostly for the passion and joy of dance, and then also the competition is a benefit competition, so everything that we raise, the proceeds go towards a nonprofit. So I think with brands, especially South Asian brands wanting to give back to India or their own communities here and further their kids passions, it's great to see that it's not brown parents telling kids not to dance anymore. It's they're happy that we're doing this.
So the charity that we're partnered with is called the Association for India's Development. What they basically do is they provide essentials and stuff for kids, impoverished kids in India. Things like books, medical equipment, food, shelter, things like that. And, growing up as an Indian, in this community, we learned the value of knowledge and how much it's more important than money and anything else. Knowledge is what drives us. So we really thought that this cause was a great cause to go for.
What inspired you all last year to associate yourself with them?
Well, the whole point in this is giving back. You know, we're giving back to a collegiate competition and circuit that we used to be a part of, and it gave us a lot. So in ways other than just giving back to the circuit itself, we want to give back to the community.
I would love for you to give us some information. And everybody, the show is happening in New York City, so you can buy the tickets right now. So I would love for you to sort of, give your appeal out to the viewers of ITV Gold.
Yeah, I mean, so we have a Facebook page and an Instagram page. Both of them are Josh-E-Naach. And then I think people are just interested, reach out to us on Facebook, like us, follow us on Instagram. I think that would be really helpful. If anyone is interested in donating, please message us. We have a couple of GoFundMe campaigns running for different teams right now. So if you want to support a specific team that's from your area, make this a full-time national sport, go for it. I think we definitely want to reach out just to all our parents and every uncle and auntie that's out there. We're doing this so we can create something for the next generation in India and give back to those people who need it the most. Right. And every dollar just counts.
Do come out to BMCC Tribeca Performing Arts Center this weekend to watch ITV Gold presents Josh-E-Naach 2019. And that is all for this segment of South Asian Happening. Send us your suggestions to get your voices and organizations on our show. Remember to write us on events@itvgold.com or follow us on Facebook @ITV Gold. You can also now subscribe to watch many of our shows on YouTube for free. Tune in this Sunday, 11 a.m. Eastern, to watch our top picks of the week with me. This is Vision of Asia. I'm Aditi Lamba. Take care and be well.